How was the movie, Iggy?
Oh, what, Demon Slayer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's good? Oh, man, I'm so keen to watch it, bro. I'm so fucking keen.
Bro.
Welcome back to FireCast Season 1, Episode 7, eh? Yeah,
Episode
7. With my co-host DZ.
What's cracking?
And today's another exciting one, man. We've got Young SB.
What's up? You got me. I'm here.
Well, I guess that brings me to my first topic. You're not Young SB.
Anymore.
I'm not Young SB anymore, no. So I've scrapped the name because to me, Young SB was me as a rapper. And the new name bystephen means I can fucking do anything, bro. I can do like movies, bro. Movies by Steven. Like I want to start doing heaps of shit on YouTube. Like I'm working on some stuff, you know, YouTube by Steven. Podcasting now. Like I got my podcast, Podcast by Steven. So I feel like it opens me up to a lot more. Like I love rap, and that's where I started my career in like music and sort of skyrocketed after uni. But like I just want to do anything, bro. I don't want to be tied down as a rapper. I just want to be a person that people fuck with.
Well, that's like us too. Like you always want the option to do whatever you want.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
but you didn't necessarily have to change your name. Was that more like a personal thing?
It was more a personal thing for me as like a switch forward for what I could recognize as like a move forward. Like, all right, I've changed a name. I can change what I do now. To me, Young SB was like, Young SB raps like, it's dirty SoundCloud rap. Like, no, I want to do what I want. So I'm like, if I change a name for myself, it's more of a move for me. Like everyone else who listens to it, they don't care what the name is, bro. They're just like the end product.
Exactly,
but
yeah.
For me, and like a personal thing, and I guess it was like me sitting there. I was like, what can I do for myself to prove to myself that I'm moving forward and sort of taking the steps forward to evolve in a way. I was like, I'll change the name and I'll start.
I fuck with that. That's man.
Yeah, like a whole rebranding of the whole of myself as a person and myself as like a content creator.
So you definitely felt like changing the name was like a personal thing for you to sort of help just open up yourself, really.
Yeah,
to try to do
100%.
more things like.
Well, like I know if I did any new music in different genres under Young SB, no one's gonna care. No one's gonna be like, oh, this is different, this is shit. But for me personally, I was like, I don't feel like I can. Like it was more like, all right, Steven, take this step forward, change your name, by Steven, and now you're a content creator, not just a musician.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll fuck with that.
That's cool. See, one of my favorite dubstep artists did the same thing, man, December. And for years he was December, but in his defense, he done it really silly. So obviously when he started making music, he was young. So he had spelt it like D number 3 C
one of those
E M B number 3 R. So it was really hard to find his shit.
Yeah, he tried to type up his shit, bro, like D3.
And then he ended up getting really popular, and then he changed from December to Chime, and now he's like one of the biggest artists in like the dubstep scene. And he said the same thing. It was more just like December was like kind of like a young version of himself, and then he changed to Chime, which is now he's like mature version.
Yeah, that's it. It's like Pokemon, bro. Like Young SB, little starter Pokemon. I'm evolved. Bro.
You've now evolved. You're now by Steven. Cool.
I'm by Steven.
So we'll talk about this off camera anyway as well. But so the Spotify pages and stuff aren't up yet?
They're not up yet. They won't go up until my first song comes out. And I've actually been working on this one song for like a month and a half, which is the longest I've worked on a song because everything I've released under Young SB would be recorded in a week max. Like Nike's 2 days, bro. Virgil at night. Marge Simpson at night. Like all of that is just like a 1 day, 2 day record when I'm at home off work. So this stuff I'm trying to put some work in, get it released and do it really good. So all the Spotify page will be out there, but the Instagram name still changed. So if everyone wants to follow me.
Yeah. So I'll have links and shit in the description and shit like that. And then the Young SB stuff all gone?
No, it'll stay up. So
you're going to leave that up?
Well, I enjoy listening to it. Like, I like my own stuff. I like if I'm, feeling like I want to listen to a little bit of fucking Nikes, bro, and get like that Mexican beat in the background. I'm going to keep it up under the Young SB page. I'm just going to make a new separate page for where I'm moving forward rather than keeping it under the same name.
So it's going to be two different, like they'll be listed as two different artists.
They'll be listed as two different artists, because that's how I'm seeing myself now. I'm a new artist now. I'm not the same person. I'm a completely different artist in a new direction, trying brand new things.
Man, it's a full fresh start, eh?
Literally, like fresh. That's why I haven't dropped anything for so long, because I'm like, well, what do I want to start with? I want to start with something big, so I want to put in the effort, make sure it's good. Like I started the podcast, and that's a good step forward.
That's a great start,
Music-wise, where do I go next?
Yeah.
I'm too scared to change my name. Like sometimes I don't like DZ too much sometimes, but it's too late for me. Fuck it, I'll never change it.
Yeah,
that's it, bro. Yeah,
I'm way too deep in it now to change as well.
Fucking hell.
I'm because I feel like we're at that awkward position where we've got like a little amount of fans. But so if we change, it kind of just like throw everyone off and like derail. Like we're not like massive established artists where you're allowed to do whatever.
To change name and everyone will be like, they're changing their name.
It
You're not small enough where you can.
It's just like, for me personally, it's like I don't want to fucking have to go through all that and have different names and pages. It's just confusing. Like,
I mean, like fucking DistroKid and shit. Like we had this argument before. They're still struggling to put our shit on the right pages. Imagine changing your name and trying to fucking start again. Fuck
Bro, even
that.
when like what we did, I did the songs for you and like Ronan and stuff. And I'll click on it the first time. I was like, that's not even me, bro. That's some other young ass me. I was like, who's this kid?
It's
I was
annoying,
so pissed
eh?
off. And the annoying thing about when we released Spirit and Jack was I said to Dylan, I literally said to him, man, I bet you Distro Kid's gonna fuck it up and
always,
tag all the
always.
wrong people. And he's like, no, man, don't worry about it. Like, don't stress. I'm like,
I knew
no.
it was gonna happen. But
I knew it was gonna happen. And as soon as it released, Moby's not tagged, DZ's not tagged, Young SB. I'm like, fuck's
No
sake.
one was tagged,
Had
bro.
to fucking DM everyone, tell them to do that shit where you got to go and say my
Log in,
Yeah,
like
that's
my
annoying.
songs on the wrong account. Bro, I've got songs on my Spotify as Young SB that I'm not even on, bro. It's some like random other Young SB kid. It's some like little like American kid rapping, bro, like talking about the streets, and I'm like, I'm not from the streets, bro.
Fucking
that
hell.
happened to me yesterday. I saw on Apple Music for the first time some guy in America released an album, and I saw I get the emails like,
Yeah.
and it said like I had 100 plays and this and that. I was like, what the fuck? I look at my page and some other guy who just released an album,
Oh my god.
and I was like, are you
Under
fucking
DZ.
serious? Yeah, it's fixed now. They did it pretty quick, but
Jesus
Message all your fans
Christ.
like, oh yeah, guys, just dropped a new album, stock drop, bro. No, no one knew it was coming out.
I like the plays, thank you, but fuck, it's not me.
Just be like,
Wow,
yeah,
man.
just be like, it's not my music, but I'll keep any money that's made from you. Know, keep that bag up.
It's not hard, man. All Distro had to do something like TuneCore where they fucking you physically have to put the person you're working with.
Yeah, it
their
makes
link.
sense.
It doesn't. I don't know. That's why I use TuneCore now for collabs. But yeah, whatever.
Distro's good for singles still though. Like,
Yeah.
I still like
It
it.
goes up quite quick, like, and they got all that cool like artwork shit now. Where you can
Yeah,
get that, so
you can add
they're
little
moving up.
videos
You can
and
have the
shit.
videos in the background.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
So also people who didn't know also By Stephen also has a podcast, Casting Couch. I'll also put a fucking link in the description for that. Which is trippy too because the day he released his fucking podcast, I had messaged him asking him like for advice on how what website to use, and he says his one was dropping that day. It was fucking weird.
like 3 hours before I dropped it, Iggy messaged me and he was like, yeah, like how would I get my podcast out? I was like, oh bro, I've just dropped mine. Like,
and I was like, yeah,
bro. Give it
sweet.
like
I was
3 hours.
I was like hectic.
What are the chances of that?
But
Great
so
minds think alike, you know.
what is yeah, fucking oath. So whose idea was that? Was that you or Carl's? Because
The podcast idea, we worked together at JD for like months ago, and we always talked about it when COVID started. We're like, fuck it, let's start a podcast. Like, that'll be fun. And it was like something in the works for like 6-7 months. We're like, oh, we'll do one. Never did. And then we both left, and we both got jobs where we had the same day off. And I was like, we got the mics. Like, we paid for all the mics and shit way early. I was like, come over, we'll start
so
recording.
he's already had the gear, but he's just never.
We had the gear, no idea. We didn't know when we were going to start, when we were going to do it. And he's like, I got Sunday, Monday off. I was like, oh, fuck, I got Sunday, Monday off too. I was like, come over on a Monday and we'll record the podcast and we'll go ham on it. And then we started, and now we're moving forward there. We're doing like the fucking beer pong thing now. So I'm officially calling you two out on your podcast to come on Casting Couch podcast versus Carl and I in beer pong to get slapped up.
Okay, we'll do that, man. We'll fucking do that.
You're gonna. I don't want to beat you on your own podcast, but like, fuck me. Yeah, no.
I'm terrible, man. I'm really bad.
I'm okay. Once I have a couple beers, I get better. But when I'm sober, I suck. But no, 100%, bro. We've been trying to plan
that'd be
each
fun.
other.
Oh, literally.
We've been trying to plan it for a couple weeks
Since
now.
you said it in the first episode, you're like, we'll get Youngest B on in a week or two.
Yeah. So
he's like, oh, come over. I'm like, oh, I'm busy. And I was like, oh, you free? Like,
I was like,
jump
nah,
on. He's
I'm
like,
busy.
no, I'm working. I'm like, fuck.
That's the hard thing about it. Like, everyone's busy.
like I said, we're all still just regular dudes working and
Yeah,
trying to.
he just mowed the lawn quickly.
Yeah, like
I rocked up and I was looking outside,
fucking
just carrying out the lawnmower. I was like,
mowing the lawns
oh,
and shit. Like we're still just
Look at
normal
this timing,
dudes.
bro.
We don't have like
a
the
big
luxury.
studio, nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't have the luxury of being able to do this
Yeah,
shit
we don't
every
do
day.
what we want when we want, bro. I gotta go to work and earn my money to pay my rent. Like, I can't just fucking not go.
Fucking oath.
But bro, this wine's giving me flashbacks. Ah,
Yeah, good shit. Hey, cheers, bro.
Cheers,
Well done,
bro.
boys. You've only got a coffee, but
Yeah,
fuck it,
I'm
cheers.
drinking coffee, everybody.
So yeah, but most of you probably know too that Young SB, well now by Stephen, he also did feature on the Spirit EP. He had 2 tracks, which Ronan actually is like, I don't know if this is gonna sound biased because it's my beat, but Ronan is my favorite thing you've ever made. Like
actually
you
my
were literally
favorite
you,
thing
you
I've
were
made.
storytelling that shit, bro.
Well-
Like that was a full story.
that's where the idea to change came from. I dropped that and I was like, this doesn't sound like Young SB. I was
Oh,
like, to
really?
me, I heard that and I was
Yeah.
like, I dropped that and I was like, oh, see, I don't sound like Young SB on this. I was like, fuck it, like I need to move forward because like I can rap.
Really?
I was like, I'm not just here to scream in the mic and be like, yeah, shorty ride my dick, suck my
Yeah,
dick. I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
I can fucking spit words, I can storytell. I was like, why not
Fucking
change
oath.
the name and move forward?
Fucking oath.
So that actually sparked it for me when I did Ronan, and I was like,
Really?
this is cool. Like, I like how this sounds. Maybe I'll do more in this sort of vein and more moving forward, doing like some fucking storytelling and some more artistic stuff. And that's when I thought about it. I was like, fuck it, I'll do the switch. And then like a couple weeks after, I did the video saying I'm still dropping the name. And
Yeah.
Now we're working on stuff.
Because I remember when you sent back the things for, like the vocals for Ronan, I was like, I was messaging like in cap. I'm like, yes, bro. This is
you're like, yo.
I was like, holy fuck, bro, because that beat was also a very like emotional beat for me. And then same thing, you just come back and you were fully like you were telling a story of like a past experience, or like you were full doing a proper storytell rap, and it just sounded so fucking good. And I'm pretty sure Ronan, when I checked last week, Ronan is actually the 4th top streaming track on my EP.
Bang bang.
Oh, that's mad.
So obviously, which I predicted Get Funked was number 1.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
Funked is a great
That's why we
song,
wanted to
bro.
do the
That's a
clip.
great song, yeah.
Yeah, and this is no joke either. Like, I'm not making this up. We're trying to push for a film clip for fucking ages for Get Funked, because I knew
Such a shame.
that
man.
it was gonna
Did
be.
you just try to record it at one point and then like rained out or
It got,
something?
we got
I remember seeing
rained
that,
out
yeah.
that day because I said, man, we planned it for like a month. Me, Izzy, Moby, and DZ. And we had a date set, whatever. We had hooked up the camera guy. We had paid the camera guy already. Like, so he already had money in his bank. So
He
was
could
ready
have
to go,
bounced.
yeah.
So yes, like shout out to him too, because he could have
fucking hell.
bounced on us because he was already fucking paid. And then what had happened was we had woken up. I had the posse. I had the crew. There was about maybe 12 of us,
Would've
11
been
of
so
us.
cool, man.
We were ready. We all went together to go get breakfast, it's like at that Cassandra's in the park or somewhere near there, like some little shitty cafe in St. Mary's. And we're just getting a feed before it. And then we woke up and it was kind of like a gloomy, dark day. It's kind of drizzling on and off.
Could have been cool with like a drizzle, you know.
And we're like, fuck. And then what had happened was there was a clash. I think the main idea was not just a drizzle, because we did have somewhere to go to film it, but I'm going to put it down to a clash of multiple artistic ideas trying to come together. So what had happened was we originally wanted to do, it's cliche as fuck, but it's our first clip. We just got to keep it
And
simple.
bruh,
We didn't want to do
you
anything
don't wanna
crazy.
go
We had the
over.
whole crew, TJM.
Like,
That's
yeah,
what it is.
Everyone
man.
was ready. We didn't want it to be too crazy. It was our first clip. It didn't have to be like a fucking, like a Juice World type crazy effects.
Like no like
have to be-
lyrical lemonade.
Yeah, it
nah.
didn't have to be
shit, yeah.
crazy. So we were cool for just a typical go to a party, have a couple drinks, play some beer pong, you film
Yeah,
it,
that
that's
would've
it,
been
we go
mad.
home.
Party song, bro. Party song.
So that was the idea, right? And Izzy Locks is DMing me. He's like, yeah, I'm on my way with Blank Boy, man. I've got like fucking, all this shit. I'm bringing all this stuff. Like, we're ready. Just tell me when to leave. I'll call the Uber. And I'm going, bro, just hold on 1 second. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And then the film guy messaged me and and then he DM'd me earlier saying that he really had a nice idea where he wanted to try to do the clip outdoors because he wanted it to be different to just a normal house party thing. And we're cool with that. We're like,
It
we're cool
seemed
with
like
that.
a good idea.
like a bush stuff sort
We're
of
cool
party
with
or
that.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're all about being different. And then the morning of, he's like, oh, hey man, like I'm gonna have to go scope out the area I want to use, like, cause the rain. And look, fair enough too. Like, these cameras and shit to make clips cost a lot of
they
money.
cost a lot
Yeah,
of
They're
money, bro.
thousands of dollars. So like, I wouldn't want to. It'd be like us trying to record the podcast outside in
Yeah.
the rain with all this gear, right? So he goes, look, man, we might have to can it because of the weather. And then we ended up finding out we had a house we could use that day. Like, it was Holloway.
Yeah, Holloway.
Holloway come clutch saying, bro, fuck it, just come to mine. We'll just drink here. It was like fucking Saturday morning, whatever. So like, okay.
hell.
I messaged back the guy and I'm like, look, bro, scrap the outside idea. We've got to go back to idea one. We want to go to a house. And then he replies and he's like, oh, nah. Like, look, man, I really wanted to do the outside idea. And like, I don't know if he just was having a lazy day and didn't want to film, or I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, and he really, really had an idea in his head.
I do get that, but at the same time, it's your video. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah,
right.
that's what I mean. But look, it is fair enough because we don't know. Like, it is expensive gear. You don't want to get too wet. I was pretty upset. I was messaging
He
him.
was
I'm
cut.
like,
This guy was angry. He
I was like,
could tell he was
because
cut.
it's like the morning of, man. It's our first clip. We got ready. I made sure I had everything.
Too, bro.
But it is what it is. Like, obviously in the heat of the moment, but then, like, fair enough. To him, it was a bit rainy. And, it is what it is. He's a filmmaker. Iggy was telling me that. He was saying, he's a filmmaker too. He's got ideas.
He's got ideas.
It's more than just us, fucking around. So,
It's not just us going to a
Yeah,
place and drinking.
but-
He's got to bring lights.
Yeah.
that's
A
true.
green screen if he's doing slight effects. He's got to bring. It's not just a guy with a little shitty camera. We're
It's
doing
not like
our
someone on
thing
that
on.
phone recording.
Like, it's not
fucking
just a
paying her
phone
hour.
record. It's a full proper setup, bro. It'll probably take him an hour just to get his gear to the location.
Yeah, no, it's fair. It's fair.
So
You
it's
gotta-
fair. It's fair enough, but yeah,
yeah,
and
it
then
is what it is, man.
had to can it. So I had to message Izzy. I was like, bro, I'm so sorry. way, like he's canned it. And then Izzy's like, no, I'm literally sitting at the front waiting for an Uber with all this stuff, bro. I'm like, I know, bro, I know.
Maybe one day we'll do it again.
No, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Well, Izzy's new video is really good for weeks.
Yeah, that is a great video.
Shout out Izzy, my guy.
Is that the same filmmaker? Or?
No. That's a complete different guy. It's very, that come out very nice.
I like that video a lot,
very
bro.
clean.
It's like it looks really professional. So shout out.
See, once again, simple but effective.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's all you need,
there wasn't
man.
too many clips, but there was enough to
make something, you know.
Yeah.
So and that's why, like I predicted, the video clip gets canned and then Get Funked alone on my EP has over 1,000 streams.
Crazy.
Just the one song, bro. And obviously that also comes from Izzy Locks fans coming through and the Moby fans coming through and all pitching in.
Those types of songs are always going to get the most.
Well, yeah, because everyone different avenues coming in to stream it.
It's multiple fan groups coming together. You know what I mean? So you, SB, you haven't done a clip yet, have you?
Nah. I'm probably going to for the next song. I'm just I want it to be perfect. You know, I don't want my first clip to be half-assed and I look back on it like 2 months later and be like, oh shit, why'd I do that?
Yeah. So wait, your first song for Bystephen, is it a rap, hip hop, more R&B? Like what's the vibe?
It's like, imagine an indie rock meets rap. Meets
Okay.
underground
Cool.
hip hop. Like I've played guitar for like fucking 6-7 years. May as well put that to use and play some guitar in there, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're doing the guitar yourself.
Yeah,
that's fucking
and
cool.
I've been spending time practicing like my vocals, practicing my singing, practicing piano, so I can do all the instrumentation myself, like no samples, do it all, build it from scratch.
Wow.
So it's like an indie rap, I guess, is the best way to explain it. I just want to be different. Same as like you were saying in one of the episodes here, you were talking about like, you know, why do you stand out? To be different. I was like, well, I want to be different too, but I don't want anyone to listen to me and be like, oh, fuck, this guy sounds like him. I want to listen to him and be like, this is cool. Who's this? Bystephen. I fucking rate that.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool, man. So what, you reckon, film clip for that or?
Trying to do film clip for that. If I can get it organized.
You got any ideas?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like that's the hardest part, is coming up with the idea of how you want to do it. Like what do I want to do in the video clip? Do I want it to be basic? Do I want it to be really over the top? Do I want like 6 different locations to cut between?
Well, I feel like with film clips too, even though like I feel like a film clip really helps gain attraction for an artist and stuff. But
people
I feel like
watching things.
Exactly right. People like watching. Even my boss said, who I work with, he's like 40 years old. He was like, "Man, you guys need to do a clip."
Yeah, I've heard that a lot from a lot of people.
Do a clip. And I feel like with video clips though, you have 2 choices. There's like no in between for a clip. You've got 2 choices. You either got to do the simple cliche thing, which is, you know, go to a car park and film it with your mates in cool cars, or you go to a fucking park and, you know,
you do something like bare bones from scratch.
Bare bones.
And I'm very happy to do that.
Yeah. Which I think they look
They look mad.
They are sick.
Or you got to then think outside the box, but the more outside the box you think, the more you got to pay.
Exactly. It's definitely harder.
Just to go sit in a car park, we could probably do it ourselves.
You honestly
definitely could.
You could, but is it going to be the right quality? Like if you're looking quality-wise, it won't be the best, but it is possible.
It wouldn't be the best quality. We've only got 1 camera. There's no lighting. Like it wouldn't be good quality, but you could do it yourself.
But it's possible, yeah. Do you want to go bare bones route, or do you want to go so over the top and put fucking money into it?
Or you just pay a guy $500 who's got a few cameras, he rocks up and just does a few different little scenes and he can put it together for you, which like we've been saying, we're cool to do that too.
Yeah,
but
fucking earth.
I think 100% for the new EPs we've got dropping, we need to do film clips. I know on my EP, especially
I'm ready, man.
Ascendant, I feel like a clip for Ascendant would be pretty nuts.
But that would have to be a crazy clip, like
that'd be out of the box.
Expensive, bro.
Yeah,
that song is fucking
that's very
strange.
intense. Because I was thinking for that, right? What we do
need
is
Spartan
you
green
get like
screen.
100, you get like 100 of your mates, and we all dress up as Spartans, and we just bash each other in a park. Like,
that's mad.
That's sort of cool.
Like, you know what I mean? I feel like it wouldn't be too expensive, because we've got numbers.
Yeah, but it's work.
Let's do that.
But we just gotta go somewhere.
To do that.
I reckon it'd be such a good idea. But then again, who do you get to fucking film it?
Just go Solander Field. Anyone's.
Solander Fields, dress up as knights, and we just bash each other in the park.
Imagine some mum and her dog walking past and see these guys dressed up as knights just fucking bashing each other in the park, bro.
I got costumes too. I got a couple ideas already. Let's go, man.
I don't know. It's things that we got to do. We could even another little sneak peek here too. There's actually a new song between us 3 coming out as well on the EP.
I love that song.
I just showed the boys too. It come out really, really good.
That was such a fun song as well.
So good.
That's gonna be the first song on the EP. We could even do a clip for that. That's a good idea. And a clip for that song
Could relate to the way that we felt, to the way
Would
that we
be a
recorded.
party.
I was thinking that one you keep it super simple and we all just come here
Yeah,
to the
100%.
flat because that song we recorded it was me and Stephen were in all sorts, right? We were
dusty ass,
we were
bro.
dusty as bro. We were pissed drunk and everything, like we were fucked. And what happened was we had gone. That was the night, wasn't it, where I wasn't even gonna come out and you guys rocked up and told me to get ready, come out. Was that night? Or were we going somewhere planned? Because there was one night we had recently where you, Shepherd, Crispy, and all that rocked up.
Rocked up after, yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure I was just like in my pajamas. And then he's like, oh, no. You're like, come out. We're going to go Bab and then Panthers. I was like, nah, like, you know, I don't really got any money this week. And he's like, no, we got you, man. Just get ready.
No, it was the time before that.
Was it?
Yeah. Because I remember meeting you
What
all
were
at
we
the
doing?
Bab.
What the fuck were we doing?
Because it was kick-ons here after something.
Oh, we were
It was
kicking on here. That's
after
right.
something.
That's
I don't
right. The
remember what
party
it was.
song. So we had come back from somewhere, people in the flat, and then every time Steven comes over and we're drunk, we end up on the
always make
computer.
something.
Yeah,
We always
It's
make
just-
something.
That's the type of relationship we got. We always just want to make some shit. And I remember same thing. You know, we're all over, and then we're like, me and Steven sat down at the computer, and then I was like, "Fuck it, man. Do you reckon you could spit right now?" I was like, "Yeah, fucking no.
I do reckon
I
you
can
could.
always spit." So I was like, "All right, give me 10 minutes," and then I just fucking went through this old vinyl on the internet, quickly just went through. It was like I typed in jazz/soul vinyl, and then the first one I found, I chopped it up, made the beat, and then she played it out loud to Steven, and he was writing.
I'm just sitting
straight
like,
away.
yo,
he was
man,
writing.
what?
People, and this wasn't like a proper session. There was people coming in and out of the flat. There's people like looking to see what we're doing and shit. So like, there's a full party ambience throughout the song. And then I ended up sending it to DZ, who come back with
Like
that fucking awesome
weeks
verse.
later, bro. Like
Oh,
this
it was
was
like
way up.
almost
Like
a month.
a couple weeks ago, he sent it to me, and they recorded this ages ago.
Yeah.
And he sent it to me just randomly. He's like, "Here, by the way," and I was like, "Bruh, this beat is fucking nuts!" And I started
Crazy,
writing
bro.
instantly. It just the whole verse came out within minutes,
Fucking
and
oath.
I love that verse, man. It's such a great
for
song.
that we could do a clip, boys.
I think we
Yeah,
can
for
definitely do
sure.
a party. Do it like it was all recorded in here, bro.
Yeah,
Fucking do a clip in here.
Just do it
keep
here.
it real down to earth.
Real simple. It doesn't, and that can be like, you don't have to even plan that. It could just be a weekend. No one's doing anything. Everyone bring some drinks. Come over. We'll just drink here.
Yeah, just have a camera set up while we're drinking and
Just
fuck
have a-
around normally,
yeah.
bro. Go for it, yeah.
It's basically what we always do, just with a camera setup.
Yeah, that'd be fun, man.
And yeah, well, I'm keen for some clips, man.
Do you have like name ideas and I was gonna ask you off air, but I forgot, like, or art ideas? How far in advance do you come up with that shit?
So
I already got mine.
So the art ideas I think of always after it's all complete.
So you got the idea of what it sounds like, sort of
Then
thing. Yeah,
then I'll sit there and then look for some artworks and stuff like that, and design the covers. That the art always comes after, though. Sometimes the name of songs, I have names already in my head. So example, like I said, when I made Ascendant, that beat is even Moby. I'm still waiting on Moby's verse. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he messaged me. He's like, "Bro, this is the weirdest beat you've ever made." and because I made that beat where I knew. So I sent the beat to DZ and I said, "This is what I want. I want you to spit a verse like as if we're the Roman Empire taking over the world." And he just went, "What the fuck?
What the fuck are you talking about?
And he goes, "All right, I can do it." And then he come back with the verse, and then Holloway had the chorus. It was perfect.
I wrote the
Fits
chorus
perfect.
first. When you told me that idea, I started writing the chorus first,
Yeah.
and then I was like, "Fuck yeah, Holloway can do this."
Yeah. So that song is a very idea in my head for that song. Like, I'm very specific of what I want done with that track.
That's why the video clip would have to match that.
Yes, exactly.
But see, for me with these EPs, I have the idea, and I'm basing the songs off that emotion. That's how I
good.
already have the idea.
That's the most real music, though, when it's based off emotion. You're not just sitting there, you make a beat like, oh, fuck, Iggy sent me this beat, I should rap to it. Maybe I should do something. It's like, oh, no, I want to do something. Send me
Yes.
something like this.
Yeah, that's exactly
what I'm
how
going
it is.
for,
Exactly
yeah.
right. Well, that's true because I've sent you now over the course of a year, you'd at least have 50 beats on your
I
computer.
got a lot, yeah.
And we've only made a 20 song EP and then a couple of singles in here and there. So it's not like DZ's writing to every single beat I sent. There's some beats where I send him and he just doesn't write to
Sometimes I
it.
can't do it.
Can't do
Yeah.
it, can't write to it, or he sent me a beat he wrote to yesterday, but I sent him the beat 3 months ago.
Yeah, I was
And
just
then he
going
goes, "Oh,
through-
okay, fuck." He you know what I mean? So it doesn't just happen like that. It's very, you got to feel, you got to have a
You gotta
feeling.
feel for it. If you don't feel for it, then it's just gonna sound fake, bro. You don't want to fucking sound fake. It
Fucking
sounds
oath.
like you don't want someone to listen to it and be like, oh, this sounds like shit because there's no feeling behind it. There's no emotion. You want someone to be like, oh, you know what? fucking feel
Yeah,
this
fuck,
shit.
I know. All right, so Stevie, you got a story.
I do have a story because we're drinking wine and it's not even a huge story, bro. It's just fucking because you brought out the wine and the first thing I said when you brought it out, I was like, fuck, man, what color wine is that, bro? That shit better not be red wine. The other weekend, me and some of the old boys from work were going to karaoke. And me and the boy Wilma were like walking around the streets. We already went for pre-drinks. We're already, a little bit pissed, a little bit tipsy. And we're walking the streets, bro. And I saw these 4 like leb kids just sitting on the side of the road drinking a bag of wine, drinking this goon bag. And I was like, fucking sick cunts, like drink your wine, Esha, like good stuff. And he's like, oh, you a sick cunt or a shit cunt? And I was like, oh fuck. I looked at myself. I was like, man, I think I'm a sick cunt. I hope so, bro. Like, why? What do you want? He's like, have some. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I'm in the middle of the road, bro, like the monorail in the fucking city. The security guard for the karaoke thing is standing right there, and I have this fucking random guy's goon bag in my hand, and he's like pouring it in my mouth, and I'm like coughing. I'm like, it's fucking red wine, bro. It's like the cheapest goon you can have. And I'm like feeling sick, bro. I'm like, oh, bro, stop now, bro. And they're all like, yeah, sick, dap me up. And I'm sitting there like, oh, man, fuck. I'm so up, man. Oh, fuck.
You got buckled off it. You got buckled.
Bro, I just felt, I hate the taste of red wine. It tastes so bad. In a goon bag, it's like $4 wine, bro. This shit's like just grapes.
He's got the Goonerwello drink.
Yeah. That's the best wine, bro.
When I'm sitting there walking in, I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to fucking vomit. I was like, bro, someone bring me a fucking drink. Someone bring me something, bro. Give me alias lemonade. Like I'm going to die. And I'm sitting in the corner of the karaoke room until our drinks come in, sitting there like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Now I get like wine flashbacks and
Really? So the random kids wine full buckled you? Holy shit.
buckled me, bro. Really? I don't know if it was just like the situation I had it in or like it was just the taste like hit me so hard that the alcohol hurt me with it. But I was like fucking ready to vomit, bro, for like a whole hour after that.
I hate wine too. Wine fucking sucks, man.
Me, Moby.
This is okay though.
Yeah,
this is
nice.
quite sweet, bro.
Sweet lips, bro. Gossips.
It's a fucking. You gotta get used to it though.
Oh yeah.
$5 wine was mine, Moby's, and Brad Addard's fucking only drink we used to drink when we used to go to parties because you couldn't afford it.
It was so cheap.
Yeah. No teenager can afford alcohol when you're underage. So what you do
What are
is
you gonna do, bro?
you ask your mum for $10 and tell her you're gonna get hot chips with your friends, and then you just go down to the store and get
Bag
some
of wine.
And in St. Clair, because we fucking knew everyone, we had a couple of, I'm not gonna name them obviously, we had a couple of guys who would buy us the liquor and we'd wait for them at the bus stop and they'd go in and get it for us and we'd come out, give us the wine, thank you bro, they could keep the change, and then we'd run off to the park, stole the wine.
Bro, first time I ever got fucking plastered was on a bag of goon, bro, at St. Clair Soccer Fields Park,
Fucking
bro.
oath. I'm pretty sure it's everyone's first time.
Oh man, it was gross. I remember it was with fucking me and Nathan were there, a couple of other boys, and I remember getting picked up afterwards, and we're in the car with my mum. My mum's like, "Oh, you boys been drinking?" I was like, "No." Nathan fucking pipes on the back, and he's like, "Yeah, we fucking have been." And I was like, "Oh, bro, you better fucking know."
Typical fucking Nathan.
Got home, bro. I got fucking roasted. I was like, "Mom, man, I'm sorry. Like it was just him, bro. It wasn't me. I promise. I wasn't drinking at all."
Fucking
Fuck
Nathan,
it up.
bro. Oh, I'm not surprised there,
Passing
man.
the blame.
Fucking no. Another question I've got for Young SB is so out of your group as well, you're the only musical one, aren't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Dennis raps sometimes because his brother produces, but mainly me. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember when we were a little bit younger, we used to have parties here. And I remember one time Dennis randomly approached me. He's like, "Oh, this is before I knew him." He was like, "Oh, like you make music too, eh?" And this is when I was fucking shit at producing as well. So I was like, "What the fuck? Like, how the fuck does this guy?" I was like, "How the fuck does this guy know?" And then I'm pretty sure that was the party where me, you, and Dennis were in here, and then you two were freestyling over these weird ass beats I was making and shit.
Dennis and I actually have a fucking like 3 songs, bro, just talking shit. We got one that's on SoundCloud where we're roasting Nathan like it's crack up.
So you're the only one, who pursued it.
I'm the only one who really pursues it. Dennis's brother Eski does music. And I see Dennis jumps on sometimes, but yeah, even out of them boys or the boys now in Parramatta who I live with, it's literally just me chasing music.
Wow.
The rest of them have normal jobs and want to live a normal life, and I'm like, man, fuck that.
Be a normie.
I was like, I just want
sucks.
to do something cool, bro. I just want to make some music. So realistically, I don't have no fucking group of people behind me like a label. I'm just working on it myself, and like sometimes it's hard because you sit there, you want to like do it with someone. And it's like I got no one to come in the studio with me to fucking hype me up. But sometimes it's good because you can sit there by yourself and really get into character and get into.
I feel like most people have that experience. It's rare that someone like us, where we have so many friends, behind us, like it just kind of worked out. Most people
so
feel
blessed.
It's lucky.
But the good thing about that, I feel, is that you have kind of like what you're saying, complete control. It's just
Complete
you,
control, yeah.
like, you know what I mean? So any ideas you have, it's like do everything yourself kind of thing.
Literally, like that's why I learned to do so many things. So I was like, well, I got no one behind me who produces to make beats for me. I got no one who does mixing for me. So it's like, I went to music. I got my degree. I did my classical guitar degree, and I was like, well, I've got the degree for it. I know how to do it. I may as well just do it on myself and follow through. And it's good. Like, most of the time, it's complete freedom, bro. Like, if I make a mistake, no one has to hear how bad that fucking mistake sounds, bro. If I'm singing there and it's all out of pitch, like, no one has to hear that shit. Yeah. But then there's...
Ooh, that's all right.
Then there's sometimes where I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh yeah, I look back, I'm like, oh fuck, no one's here.
Yeah, this sounds fucking mad.
Got the cats on the lounger. I'm like, yeah, fucking oath. I'm like, they don't care.
Yeah. Well,
it's good or bad.
I mean, yeah, everything has its pros and cons. Like, I mean, even us now, as our group gets bigger and bigger with the music, it's now even harder to get, especially when you want to do collabs. It's now just fucking waiting on people.
But
like,
that's how it is.
This is how it is. Though. Everyone's got their own like little ways and like tricks on how to make music or how long they take on a song and stuff like that.
You know what I noticed the other day too that made me smile? Like recently, since we've been doing the podcast and everything, seeing all the Trip Jacket members changing their Instagram handles. like, yeah. Like TJ, I'm seeing Mr. Meagley change his name, Mr. Meagley. It's like that's fucking cool. We're doing this, you know what I mean?
Everyone's jumping back on board, bro. That's like,
keep doing that.
Because you've been a thing for a while, Trip Jacket, haven't you? Like when you were doing fucking DJing and shit.
Even before the music, for our group was called Trip Jacket Mafia, and the backstory to that is so this is when. Because like I said, in multiple episodes now, me and my mates, we were so, like, we used to froth music so much, where we just did everything with music. And I remember the story goes, Hendo, my good friend Hendo.
He's who I saw change his name.
Yeah.
DJM at the end.
Good friend Hendo, he had moved actually away.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he was having some troubles at home, and he had moved up to Coffs Harbour. So same thing, like it was kind of the same thing with the Moby thing. Like this is another one of your best mates moving away, even though he wasn't going to a different country. He still moved away. And this is a guy you're seeing, you know, almost daily. He moves away, and then I remember, and then there was a weekend where we were all, because we had a like group inbox, and he was saying, "Yeah, boys, I'm coming down like for the weekend. I'm gonna go stay at my mum's in St. Clair. We're gonna go out. We're gonna get fucked up." We're like, "Yeah, fuck." We're like, "Yeah." We're like, hectic pool planning this crazy night because Hendo was coming down for the weekend, and then. That weekend, me, Moby, and Brad Addard went to the shops, and we had all, because it was winter, and we're going to this party. We wanted to get these jackets, right? And we were the only guys, right, that I saw were wearing these. We bought the ugliest looking jackets, bro. Like, Moby had this, like, trench coat that was down to his ankles. And it was literally the color, it was like a off baby teal color. So, you know, like that awkward shade of blue and green. It was that color.
It looks like mud.
Like, and I promise you, no joke, I'm pretty sure when we asked the worker what this color is called, he said it was called fatigue or some shit. So whatever the color fatigue is, right? So Mobsy bought that, right? It cost us like fucking $60. It was like almost a week's wage back then. Mobsy buys that, bro. I bought like this big black like biker. It wasn't leather, but it looked leather from a distance. I bought this like big ugly like John Travolta leather type jacket thing, and Brad had like a red like jacket like windbreaker type thing. So he bought these weird as fuck trippy ass jackets, right? And then the day of Hendo coming down, or the night before, he messaged me. He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm on my way down, bro. We're gonna party like the mafia," with a wink face. And I was sitting there, and I'm like, "Party like the mafia?" And I was like, "Fuck." I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "We just bought trippy jackets."
Oh, I see where this is going.
We're trippers. Everyone thinks we're super weird. I'm like, trippy jackets, like and I'm sitting pondering for like maybe 10 minutes. I'm like, wait, trip jacket mafia. And then I responded to Hendo. I'm like, "Oh, should we be called Trip Jacket Mafia?" And then he was like, "Yeah, bro, that sounds
fucking
cool."
sick. That's fucking
and then
sick.
I posted in the group inbox. I'm like, "Boys, it's official. We are the Trip Jacket Mafia." And they were like, "Yeah, like,
fuck it
that
up."
sounds fucking hectic.
It's such a cool name, man. As soon as he told me about it, I knew we had to do shirts and shit
Trip
too.
Jacket
Like when you got
Mafia.
those logos, I'm like, bruh, that looks fucking mad.
And this is one of the things too, because like, let's be honest, every cunt in school, especially males, right? Most males from school that were semi-popular had a little name for their group.
Oh, yeah.
Let's be fucking honest. Like,
Or tried to come up with one.
And if you try to deny it, you're a fucking liar.
Hey, shout out QWOW.
Exactly right.
Shout out QWOW.
Your boys are QWOW. Where were TJM? There was other groups in our school, boys who had little names and little cliques that they roll with, and you know what I mean. And then so it's like a battle of popularity. Like, oh, that's the TJM boys, or that's
But that's how everyone knows you now. They're like,
know what I mean?
oh.
So obviously it starts as that, and then as you get older, obviously that shit fades away because people stop hanging out and
you grow up.
You
literally grow up.
You
and no
grow
one
up.
cares.
You're not going to be a fucking 40-year-old running around still calling your
yeah, bro. I'm
school crew.
fucking. I'm QL.
Yeah.
Bro, 60 on.
But the difference with us though is once we grew up and got over that shit, I wasn't going to make a new record. Like, because people who don't know, Trip Jacket Mafia is now my label. It's an actual
Trip
record
Jacket
label.
Mafia Records.
Yeah, it's a record label now. So that's why I knew, I was like, no, I'm keeping this shit. Like, I'm keeping the name. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. Like, I'm going to keep it because it's what everyone knows us as, and might as well. It's the same thing. Like, why would I want to change and then sort of start again when I've already got a little brand you can then just expand on?
It's also a really good name for a label.
You know what I mean?
Trip Jacket Mafia.
It
Like, sounds like a squad, bro. It sounds like a crew.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So then obviously you grow up, but we grew up and then we dove, like, well, especially me when I was doing it on my own, I grew up and then dove straight into like business, and I was trying to take it as a business and learn how to do different things with it and stuff like that. So it ended up like now it's a record label. It's like a proper record label. So I thought might as well just keep it instead of fucking starting again and starting from scratch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, 100%. Take it, run with it, bro. Like, if you got a nice name, fucking
Yeah,
run
exactly.
with it. Why
Like,
not,
it
bro?
works
it's cool.
for everything we're doing. It works. It sounds good. The logos are fucking cool.
Exactly. And exactly like what Stephen was saying, Chip Jacker Mafia, you can also, you can be a record label. I've got the YouTube. You can do film editing. You can do all different things as Trip Jacker Mafia. It doesn't just have to be music.
It's that word mafia. Mafia just means like fucking
Group.
family group. Like
Just
you
means
are
family,
Trip
like-
Jacket group, bro. It's not like your Trip Jacket music. If the M said it for
Exactly,
music, it makes
yeah.
it hard. But because
Exactly.
it's Trip Jacket Mafia, it's like, fuck it. You guys could be bikies and do music at the same time and
Yes.
cover the same fucking name. Like, you do what you want.
Making shirts and shit, like making merch. It's, you know what I mean?
It's mad.
That's cool, bro. It's cool.
It's all. So yeah, so like I had asked before, it's you being the only one doing music, is that hard for you trying to persevere and push through? Because like I said,
it is.
when I started music, I had an army of like 10 cunts all helping me and making beats and sending me this and doing that. We were all doing it. We were having music weekly. Like when there was a point where at TJM we were like, if we weren't going out partying, we were at someone's house and there would be 5 of us making music.
There'd be something
on
going
different
on, yeah.
laptops, different computers, but you you got TJM now, but back then you wouldn't have had that at all, would you?
No, like, I mean, it's still hard. Like, sometimes I just don't have the, I guess, inspiration
Motivation?
or the motivations or to just sit there and make music, because I'm like, well, fuck, it's just me. Like,
Yeah.
all the boys are doing something else. Like, maybe I'll just fucking go do that with them. Like, oh, maybe we'll go to the pub. And no one really gets it from like a standpoint. Like, no, I want to make this a career. No one really understands. Like, I need to put the effort in. You sort of sit there and you're like, well, fuck. No one's backing me. No one's doing it with me. Like, what's the point in doing it? And you sit there like, do I want to make music today? Like, oh, fucking, I could, but like, you know, I could just do this. Like, none of the boys are doing it. The boys are all going out and doing this. I don't want to sit by myself and make music while they're all going out fucking fishing or going out drinking, having a pub feed. Like, I want to go do that. Because you got everyone doing it, you just could be like, yeah, boys, come around, let's make music. And they will.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like,
That's so true.
I'm like, they're all like, oh, Steven, come out, we're doing this. And I'm like, oh, like music by myself, or like have a fucking social life.
That's now the universe though testing you.
It is. No,
Yeah,
100%.
that's what you really want.
That's your test, because if you hear it all the time, bro. People make the sacrifices where, yeah, it sucks, but you sacrifice a couple times hanging out with your mates, which I know I have many times. You got to sacrifice it to finish that beat, or to upload a beat to the beat store, or to finish that second verse for your song. That's the universe testing you to sort of persevere. And then I feel like the more you persevered and were persistent with doing that, you get rewarded.
Oh,
but at the
100%.
same time, you've also then got to balance that social life, because you don't want to turn into a fucking social hermit. And then what happens if music doesn't?
When you blow up, you're like,
succeed?
oh, well, but even like when you blow up, it's like, who are you going to bring with you, bro? If you don't see your fucking friends, you got no fucking friends to bring with you.
Exactly right.
That's why I'm sort of glad I had that fresh start though, because it gives me time. Like, I can do both and work in the background. I don't have anyone expecting anything. Whenever I was young SP, bro, I'd go to work and everyone at work who was listening, like, when's your next song coming out? I was like, oh, fuck, when's my next song coming out? Like, I don't know. I haven't spent any time working it. Now it's like, I can work on one thing for a long time until it's ready, and then hit the ground running from there, because it'll start with like a fucking bang.
Yeah.
So it's a good little fresh start, because it lets me do that. I can have a social life, but still be like, all right, boys, tonight I'm going to fucking stay home. Or like,
Yeah.
oh, I might skip gym tonight and make some fucking music.
It's
You know
just
what it
about
is.
finding that balance, man.
That's it,
And like, if you work on it, it'll get easier over time. You know what I mean? And you'll be able to
100%,
balance
100%.
things, you know, in a more efficient way.
Yeah, that's why a lot of producers too, like, you see that the universe will test you, and all famous people say, like, even, I think I've quoted this before, Will Smith said that trying to follow your dreams is so hard Not because,
It is, bro. It is.
not because of the road, but just because, like, you and I went through this 100% personally, where when you first start an idea, you're going to have the support because people are going to...
Like, oh, this is cool. Yeah,
This is
fucking
cool.
go on with it. Yeah, no, 100%.
Do it. And then after like a year, and you're still doing it, but then people just don't give a fuck anymore. And that's
Bro,
okay.
that's it. Like,
that's cool though, because why? Like, okay, so if I put myself in someone else's shoes and I didn't make any music or do anything like that, like I just went to work, so come home, maybe play a bit of sport here and there, and I had this guy every day posting shit about his music, I'd be like, well, fuck, I don't really give a fuck. I don't make music.
That's it.
Yeah, I know
That's
him.
it.
He's cool, but why? Like,
it's
you know
like
what I mean?
first time you drop a song, though, everyone's like, oh, fuck, like, Iggy just dropped a song, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
listen.
this is sick. Like, oh, listen to it, bro. My bro just dropped his first song, and then you drop like fucking 6, 7 more, and they're like, oh, he dropped another one. Like, oh, he doesn't need me to share it this time. Like, oh, I don't care. It's
you
like
know what I
another
mean?
song.
Like, it's literally like, it sounds so stupid, but it's literally a mission for people to share.
Oh, bro.
But at the same time, it's not really hard at all.
3 fucking clicks,
It's
bro.
free
Put it in
clicks.
the story.
Yeah,
But it, you know, it is what it is. It's like I was saying in like I think the second episode. It's just like you have to think about yourself and putting yourself in their shoes. People are busy in their life, man. It's called the spotlight theory, I think. It's where everyone thinks they're the main character. You know what I mean? So these people going to work. They're too busy you know what I mean? And it's just human nature, man. It is what it is. That's why you got to provide value and keep releasing stuff. So then eventually it's like tossing nets in the ocean, and eventually you're just getting all these little
Bro,
fish.
it's like fucking fishing. We'll talk about fishing.
Yeah.
Before
It
the
is,
podcast
it
started,
is
where I was like, you
exactly
keep
like
throwing
that.
it out there. One time you're gonna fucking reel a big one. You're gonna reel a
See.
big carpet, and you're just gonna.
You got to get people. Someone has to
Yes.
genuinely stumble across your thing, and then they'll support. Like
Yes.
people, our friends and stuff.
they already know what we're doing.
Yeah, they
already
might not
know.
like the music, and that's fine. They
But
don't.
they'll
They're not.
support from the background anyway.
Exactly.
Like,
They're not obligated to listen. So that's why eventually you got to try reel them in. You know what I mean? You release something they want to hear, especially like this with the podcast. Now I notice a lot of my friends and stuff in my outer circle are kind of jumping
chiming
on
in.
board now
Oh,
because they
bro.
like the podcast more than the music, and that's fine.
There's something
you
about
know what I mean?
podcasts, bro. I get people who I haven't fucking spoke to for a while who are messaging our
Hit you
podcast
up.
page saying like, "Oh yeah, this is sick, bro." I'm like,
Yeah.
People love podcasts.
"What's your name again?" Like, fuck it up.
Well, like DZ had once told me too that when we first did the first episode, which was I reckon is so true. Like, not everyone's gonna fucking listen to your music, but everyone's gonna listen to you talk. Because especially coming from Western Sydney, where we were such a small community where every cunt knows everyone, bro. Like, we've already mentioned some people or
They're
some
waiting for
stories.
name drops, bro. Yeah.
We've mentioned some stories where I know a lot of listeners have been a part of, so they can relate to what we're saying.
And
That's it, bro.
everyone has a story to tell, and now we're doing this is kind of their chance to. Everyone wants to talk, man. Everybody loves
Oh, bro,
talking, so they
talking shit,
want to
man.
come on,
Everyone.
and you know it's
Everyone's
fun
like,
for everyone.
Yeah, like that's why we opened the floor in our podcast. We were like, originally we were thinking of it as a business, like, oh, we'll only get people who like have some following and build it up. And I was like, beer pong, bro. I was
get
like, fuck
whoever
it.
on, man.
I was like, that's why I put it out there. Like, anyone wants to versus in beer pong, bro, come at it. Tell us your fucking story, bro, while playing a couple games
Open
of beer pong.
invitation.
Fucking
That's
hell.
it. That goes for all the FireCast listeners too, bro. Hit us up on Cast Couch Podcast.
I don't know. Like I said again, I'll have the links in the description for
We're
all
gonna be
that shit
versing these
down.
guys, but that's it. Like, everyone wants to talk and tell their story, so they listen to podcasts, hear everyone else talking. Like, oh fuck, I could do that too. Oh, let me come on. And they're like, oh, you know
Yeah.
what? Like, yeah, you can
Fuck
come
it.
on, and then they'll listen.
Man, that's such a good. I've never thought of it like that. These are
Right.
the spotlight theory, where you're right. Everyone, like, obviously, everyone is the main character of their
their
own
lives,
life,
yeah.
of their own story. So they're doing what they think is like gonna only. Obviously, everyone benefits themselves, so everyone's sort of tunnel vision into what they're doing.
Well, that's it.
There's a lot of stuff going on in people's lives, and it's like
yeah,
you
man.
said earlier. You like your own music. I fuck with I'm my biggest fan.
That's it, bro. Because it's your shit, bro. You're proud of it. You gotta be your biggest fan.
Because we make stuff we want to listen to, and then. But that's just us, you know. These people going to work, they're fighting with their best friend, their mum's getting a divorce, you know, shit like that. And it's like, man, they don't want to listen to your fucking song. If you gotta make them want to listen to it, you know what I mean?
You gotta make them stumble on it and be like, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
keep listening, bro. You don't want to force them to fucking
Hell
listen
yeah.
every
It's
time.
friends
bro.
of friends of friends. It just catches on, man. You got to keep putting in the work.
Well, speaking of this type of shit, here comes my quote of the day.
Iggy's quote of the day. Let's go.
What fascinates me is that hardly anyone is wondering what we're actually doing on this planet. Most accepted the work, eat, entertainment, sleep cycle as life and have no desire for a deeper understanding of our purpose in this universe.
Some people are NPCs, man. I like that
That's
quote.
it, bro. I like that.
So-
Some people are NPCs. I like that. That's
There's people who literally do nothing.
They don't think there's any grander thing to the world. It's
well,
just
let's get deep real
work.
quick. What do you think is the reason we're here, bro? Like, what do you think
music.
the reason
I
we're
could
doing
be
this
here
is?
forever.
music.
As a musician, that's the best answer you can
Music,
give, bro,
music,
because
music,
it knows
music.
you
Us
live
three
for
were
it.
put on this planet to make music. That's our calling. We have found our calling. But there's other people, like, think of so once again, people know I call them normies. So like a normie or a muggle.
A muggle.
You got muggles out there. They're the guy, obviously the guys who just go to work, like the quote said, they just sleep.
Drones.
They just watch a bit of TV. Like, imagine having that life where you just come home and then you just literally watch TV for 6 hours, fall asleep on the couch, get up, go to work. Like,
same time, some people enjoy that. Like,
some people,
Exactly, each to their own.
it's not a hate or anything. That's cool. Like, I'm pretty sure my parents are like that. Like, it's just normal. Like, it's a normal lifestyle. But you know what I mean? Like, there's
it's not the meaning for you, you know? Like, you want to I want to do something different. I want to provide product for everyone else. I want to provide everyone else with a reason to fucking listen to. It says there, like, you know, entertain. I want to be the entertainment, not
not the guy watching it. You want to be the guy providing it.
I don't want to be entertained. I want to entertain. You know what I mean? I want everyone
some people just feel like that's their purpose, man, and it's like half and half. And another great quote related to that is so there's like 3 stages, right? A lot of people are living in life where they have talent but no passion. So they're good at their job, they're a tax agent or whatever, but they don't have a passion for it. And the way you know your calling is if you have talent and passion. So you're living in both spectrums. So that's how you know music is your calling, because you know you have the talent and the passion for it. Or you can have passion but no talent.
Exactly. Like, it's like something you're interested in, but it's like, where do you go from there because you can't fucking do it?
Exactly.
I never thought of it like that
That's
either.
clever. I like that. I like that.
I don't remember where I heard it, but like you got to measure up.
Hey, shout out who made that quote.
Where do you sit on that spectrum? You know what I mean?
Because like I mentioned this before, like the only good thing I'm like really good at was making music, and I just for some reason excelled in it, but I loved it at the same time. But I feel like it always started with passion first, because I don't care what anyone says. You can literally train yourself to do anything.
Oh yeah,
anything. Sing, snowboard, fucking play tennis, swimming, anything. Even if you don't know how to do it, like I taught myself on my own, and I had literally zero musical fucking knowledge, bro. I had
That's like inner talent, bro, because you know it's fucking, you're teaching it to come out.
But I feel like that was started from the passion though, because I loved music so much. When we started DJing, I then bought FL Studio. I didn't even buy FL Studio. I was that keen. I didn't even have a computer. So Hendo, I don't know if this is before he moved or after. Hendo was the only one in our group who had like a PC. So so shout out to this motherfucker, bro. He literally come to my house with his PC, his monitor, everything, set it up for me, and said, "Here, bro, keep it for a week."
Fuck, what a legend!
Wow.
Shout out Hendo.
We're gonna get him on.
No,
that's
he'll
respect,
be on next.
bro.
He'll be on episode 8. He left it at my and this is when I was living at a Weller's house in that tin shed at the back, bro. So like there was nothing in there, and he set it up for me, bro. Whatever. He then even cracked FL. I don't know if he already had it or he cracked it for us there and then. He downloaded me a cracked version of FL, and I just fucked with it for a week. Fucked with it, and then simple. I was laying down drum beats and trying to fucking do the piano roll and learn scales and yada yada yada.
Figure shit out, yeah.
Just figuring it out, just sort of figuring myself out. And then after a week, gave him back his PC. I was like, "Thank you very much. Let's go to the computer shop."
Let me go buy one.
I drove straight down there, and this is when I can't remember what job I was doing, but I would have been making peanuts. I was probably making like only $600, $700 a week. I remember I got paid, went to the computer store in Penrith, the one on High Street next to someone that we've been to a few times.
High Street Music?
No, it's next to a pub, near the pub.
Oh, fuck.
Tattersalls.
Near Tats?
Tattersalls.
Oh, it's on King Street?
There's a music store. I don't know if it's next to Tats or on the street behind it. There's one, not a music store, a computer store. It's right next to Tattersalls in Penrith. I walked in and I was like, "Hey, bro, I've got $700. What can you build?" And he's like, "Like what for, games?" Or I'm like, no, just music. And this is when I had built my first PC, which was just a music thing only. And and then and he goes, "Oh," and I got a bit lucky too. He goes, "This is no joke either." He goes, "Oh, it's for music, eh?" I'm like, yeah. And he goes, "Oh, okay, yeah," because I was gonna like clock off early, but if it's for music, then hectic, because I use FL Studio. I'm like, well, that's what I'm gonna buy.
Happy days, bro. Happy
and then he
days.
goes, "Oh, okay." And then me and him ended up talking about music for ages. He's like, no, you want this and this in your computer. You want to use this. So he built me the max I could get for $700. and I made music on that piece of shit.
Shout
for
out
like
to that
3
guy.
years.
Yeah, shout out to the computer guy, bro. What a legend.
You know what I mean? And then that's how it all started. And then,
But that's like a music passion. That's how I actually.
but that's from the passion, the love of. I was obsessed with trying to learn it.
Yeah, hard.
So
That's like I was telling DZ before we started, bro. My first setup was a fucking laptop and the iPhone dock speaker plugged into it by aux cord to make music
Yes.
because I had fucking nothing else. I didn't have no fucking fancy speakers, bro. And I'd sit there every night in my room, bro. Mum's like, turn that shit off. I'm like, fuck off, mum. I'm making fucking beats, bro.
You got to start somewhere, man. You got to MacGyver shit. You got to
Like
make do what you got.
Plug random shit in, bro. Make an explosion. I don't know, fucking wire some shit together. DIY it all, bro.
fucking hell.
Holloway taught me that, what you were saying, that because, man, this guy just pick anything up and for days practice. I come over 2 weeks later and he's getting good. He's getting good at whatever he tries.
Not like an obsession thing.
It just takes dedication, man. And if you have the the moral compass to be able to dedicate the right time to it and to be able to work, you'll get better at anything you do.
That's it, bro. That's it. It's all a practice thing. Like, you're always gonna get good, except soccer. I can't get good at soccer. I've been playing that for fucking 12 years, bro, and I'm still fucking shit. For the most part, yeah, you can get good at anything with practice as long as you have the drive behind it to make you fucking keep
100%.
going and keep you at it, keep you pushing.
So what about you then, Stevie? Were you more of like, fuck, I really, really want to make music, so you practiced, or were you like sort of already, because you can already play guitar and shit, so were you sort of just dabbling in that first and then you sort of like, oh, okay, I should try making beats? Or
My whole, bro, we'll do a whole music journey because it started quite quick. It started in it all started because I was in like year 8 and me and my mate would listen to hella fucking Screamer and we're like, oh, these guys get all the girls. I'm like, I'm gonna pick up guitar, bro. I want to be the guy. And I started picking it up and I was like, no, this is really a thing. And I got a huge interest in the guitar, bro. And I moved that forward to classical music. And I have a deep love for classical music. Always have, always will. Like I enjoy listening to it, bro. I got the classical radio in the car when I'm fucking driving. Like
That's mad.
And that was like my passion. I was playing that. Went to uni for that and all that. And then in uni, we were starting to learn how to use Pro Tools, I think it was.
yeah, everything's Pro Tools.
And I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, oh, MIDI clips. Like, you can make music without having an instrument. This is cool. And then there was like little drum pads, and I'll be sitting there like, I was like, yo, like this is cool. This is cool. So from that, I went out and I bought myself like a launch pad, and I cracked Ableton, and I was like trying to just fuck around, make like normal like guitar pieces, like some guitar songs, and then I started like getting into bit more hip hop because like I'm listening to lots of rap. Let me do that, and it all evolved as like a passion thing. Like it all stemmed from the start of just wanting to get girls.
yeah,
And I've got
that's cool, man.
Fucking 0 bitches since I've started music.
Zero
bro.
bitches, but the music excelled.
But
yeah,
the music's still going.
the
So
music-
I mean something won, but
that's funny, man.
that's how that's how it all started. It was like me just sitting there.
Yeah,
I was like, oh no, this is cool. I'm gonna keep doing this. And it was like 2 months ago, I finally kept all the money that was in my DistroKid account and anything I made from music, and I finally could fucking pay for Ableton, which was a big win. Like that's the best feeling when you're like, oh, I bought my music shit. I'm not doing cracked anymore. It's all legal now, baby. What's up? Like,
yeah, that's sick.
this paid for. This paid off. It's like when you pay for your car and shit. I felt like a big dog.
That is dope, man.
Then it's all like a passion thing now at this point, bro. Now I just do it. Like I don't force myself to make music anymore. That's why I don't drop shit every week. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, I need to fucking make something for someone to listen.
When you feel it, you feel it.
I'm like, I've reset now. I have nothing to push me. I can just make music when I want to make music and push it when I want to push it. So I'm just doing that at this point now.
That's dope, man. Should I go live on Insta for a second? Or
Yeah, fuck it, do it.
how do I do it?
I don't know, to be honest.
No. So I'm pretty sure it's like,
I don't know how to do it, bro.
bro, it's alright, bro. I'm
Yeah, so
Instagram
because
king.
that's crazy because I remember I've got a very vague memory too. Well, not vague. I remember it like fucking flat stick, Steven. Where
Checking, we're going live, baby.
oh hectic. I remember I was in the car. Yay!
We
yes.
live, bro. We live.
We live here, boys.
Sheesh.
Jeez,
Here
what's
with
up?
Youngest B.
What's up?
So I don't know. I guess I'll leave that there for a second. I don't know. I would really put it maybe on the
Yeah,
line or something.
and just drop it there.
Just let him listen. Everyone can listen. If you're in the live, shout out to everyone in the live right now.
Yeah, see if we get some people who jump in.
That's it.
Yeah.
I remember I was with my girlfriend and we were driving, and I can't remember if we were with Nathan in the car, and this is when he first showed me your shit. But this is all the stuff that's not released.
Oh, to be all the
This was your
old
first
shit
shit
on
you had
SoundCloud.
and I remember I was like, no, but it slapped, bro. I was like, wait, what the? I'm like, well, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, what? You know this guy? He's like, yeah, he's my mate. I'm like, okay, holy fuck, and it was actually good. But I remember you telling me you never uploaded any of that, or you had.
No, it's all on SoundCloud. I mean, it's still there. Like on, I think it's still there.
No, it's not. It's not.
not?
No,
Okay, it's not there on
No,
private.
open your SoundCloud. Show me.
I see.
They were full proper songs.
That's
that
what
were done.
SoundCloud's good for too. I love just
Well,
dropping
SoundCloud's
random
like
shit.
for. I don't even have SoundCloud. Hold on, let me re-download it. SoundCloud's all for throwaways, and that's when I started because I couldn't
Yeah.
afford to. Like I worked at Bunnings, bro, like twice a week. Like I couldn't afford shit, so I was like, all right. You know, I'll fucking drop some shit on SoundCloud every now and then. I'll make some music. I'll do that.
Yeah.
And I'll drop it and I'll be like to the boys. I'll be like, yo, like, oh, listen to this, bro. I just made a song. Like, it's fucking sick. And they're all like, yeah, this is cool. I remember I was going to pick Braden up from school at one point because I was in first year uni. He was in like year 12. And I was blasting my own song in the car, bro, like fucking yeah. And some chick walked out, and Braden's like, "Oh, she said the music was alright," and I was like, "Yeah, the fucking music's alright, bro. What's up?" And I felt like the biggest dog in the world, bro. I was not fucking down with it, but yeah.
Well, that's the thing too. We got 4 people yell. Cody says, "Woo, TJM, woo!" Yeah. Beat Maria joined. I don't know if that's like a beat page or something, but yo, what up? Cody, Jimmy, too huge, Lydia, what's up, everyone?
Shout out everyone.
Let's crack him.
Yeah, with SoundCloud too. So yeah, like you said, SoundCloud was basically at one point it was the biggest music platform. It was the
biggest music platform.
There was no other website or platform doing that shit for SoundCloud. And like all the little yachties and little peeps and all them, they blew up because of that shit, right? But now SoundCloud is absolute garbonjo.
Oh, I don't even use it. It's not even on my phone.
Yeah, anymore, I don't upload nothing to SoundCloud. I only use SoundCloud to upload private links and to do phone tests where I listen to the song on my phone.
That's what I uploaded on private unlisted, bro, and then I play it on my phone. And I plug it in the car and play it in the car and see how it sounds everywhere. But other than that, bro, I have no fucking use for SoundCloud.
I still use it sometimes. I just drop it there like fuck it.
I mean, it's fucking easy, bro. Like you can log on and
it's easy.
It's not like DistroKid and shit. You have to wait like a week or 2 to get it uploaded.
Instant.
Yeah.
Bro, SoundCloud it uploads straight away, so it's a lot easier. But
yeah. So, but now though, what I was reading a fucking article, I think it rolls out in the 1st of April, where SoundCloud is now the first music platform that's going to roll out. Right, listen to this, right? They're now going to pay artists not by the streams, but by how many fans you have.
How do you work that out?
How does that work?
So I'll try to find the article and I'll send it to you. But they work it out as like an algorithm where, so it's kind of like views, but for your fans. So the more fans you have that are actually listening to your stuff,
like active followers sort of thing. Yeah.
And you get paid for that now instead of just views.
That's cool.
So instead of getting fucking 0.1 of a cent for a play, you now get like a couple dollars per like 100.
That's not bad.
That's way better.
Yeah, that's way better. You can make way more money.
In the article, there was a statistic where it said it had a couple of like DJs or artists on SoundCloud, and it said this guy would have made only $200 this month with the viewership way of making money. So the plays, right? He would have made only $200 a month, but the new way with his fan base, he would have made about $500, $600 a month.
So that's like a pretty fucking decent step.
So that's dope.
That's like double rates, bro. That's good.
It's actually like they're trying to help the
little guys,
the artists, the producers
who don't have that fucking like major label backing who are going to pay them hella money.
So it's also a good way to get SoundCloud back up, to get relevant again.
Yeah,
because so imagine. Like say, well, I've only got like maybe close to 700 people on SoundCloud. That'd be probably a lot better making money off 700 listeners than making
it's better than 1,000
plays.
Yeah.
Like what's the rate on Spotify? 1,000 plays, you get what, $1 or something?
Bro, no, maybe because I got like 11K on a song once, and it made me like $40.
Okay,
like
so 11K.
So that's
which. That's some pretty good numbers, bro. Especially for a fucking like a Western
That's great
Sydney.
numbers.
They're great numbers.
I did it wrong. It wasn't bad. I was pretty gassed with it. It's because I got put in like some little fucking underground playlist for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They put me on, and I hit like 11K, and I was fucking gassed. I was like, yeah, bro, it's a come up. I'm famous.
yeah.
Nothing got posted after that. But it is what it is. I got a couple people following me from that.
Okay.
But yeah, like 11K, $40. I saw that, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, 11K is a lot of people. If they all gave me $1, that's 11 grand. But
well, that's the thing. That's why I've been trying to, like, especially I might put a week or 2 aside this month of just making beats and pushing the beat store, because people make bank off beats.
Oh yeah, fucking most people make bank off beats.
They just make banks like off beats, bro.
That track, All of the Same, I did. It's my most popular track at the moment on Spotify. I just bought that beat off a mass, this guy just makes beats, posts them on BeatStars. That's beat had like 30, like a million downloads.
Oh, so really? So every cunt's got that beat?
Yeah, you can go make a song on that beat for $30.
But that's a good thing with beats though. You can get you got like what different levels. You can do like MP3, everyone can get it, but it's tagged. You got
that's
untagged. Then you can pay like
lease.
You can start putting like $1,000 on there, like exclusive beat, and then you can make like $1,000 per beat, which is crazy.
I just lease my beats at the moment. Like I don't really care if other people make a beat, song on the same beat.
It doesn't matter, bro. They're not going to do it as good as you can do it. So it's like fucking. Who cares if they're the same fucking beat as me, bro? It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean shit to me.
Yeah, like, well, like not even that. Just having, that's why I want to really push the beat store, because even if you just make like say $20 a day of like a shit beat or whatever, that'd be still mad.
Yeah, of course.
Like, you know what I mean? So just seeing that, but you see all these, especially beat pages on YouTube where they're fucking, these guys are racking in millions of views just on beats. Like, you know what I mean? And they're making, like, I don't know. I think it might be something I've got to work on 100%.
Definitely. It's worth it for sure. Especially since like you have beats. You're always making beats and like
Always.
you can always just throw one up. It's quicker to make a beat than it is to make a full song.
The old SoundCloud up with all the fucking...
Oh, you got it all on private, you
all
fucking funny cunt. Oh, okay. That'd
be when I can find it.
Oh.
It's when I was a little lo-fi boy for a little bit. I was doing lo-fi music for a little bit, bro. Yeah. And then I was like, fuck lo-fi, I'm gonna rap. And then I did rap. There's still a song live on my SoundCloud of me and Dennis roasting Nathan.
That's
funny.
still live.
Yeah.
See, like your Rain Lo-Fi's got 16k view, 16k play.
Yeah, that one goes off, bro. I get notifications all the time and people are like,
that's mad.
Can I use that in the video? I'm like, yeah, fuck if you want,
yeah,
bro.
fucking oath. That's cool when people ask to.
Cool.
Yeah, I've got to go through these. You got to let me go through these.
I'll put them all on public. I'll put all the ones that are rapping on public.
Just leave them on public, bro, because there was some that they showed me, man, and I was like, man, fucking. But this is when I first got into it too, so I was like, bro, nah, this is fucking cool.
I mean, it always sounds good then when you're starting, but
yeah.
Sometimes I'm scared to go back to them because I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, because improves so much.
Cringy, bro. But no, I'll put them all on public.
Honestly, just put them on public, bro.
Everyone can go run up my old SoundCloud songs.
Fuck, man, fucking oath. Yeah, so you were the only one in the group who really pursued music, man.
Yeah.
Dennis dabbled in rapping here and there.
Dennis dabbled in rap.
Yeah, I could imagine how different it would have been if I was the only one trying to do it.
It is very different.
Like maybe put me off course a bit or kept maybe, I don't know. It's hard to tell because I didn't experience it, you know?
It's even harder now. Like it was okay when I was living in St. Clair with Mum's house because like the boys would come over and every now and then would make a beat and like they've all made a song to fuck around and they've all like rapped on it for fun.
Yeah,
and
everyone fucks around.
But now like I'm up in Parramatta. I live up there now and I live near like two of my mates there and it's like they're all fucking working. It's like now I'm by myself. No one's gonna come around. No one's gonna come around for 30 minutes and drive 30 minutes to fucking get there to listen to me make a song. So it's like I just sit there alone. I'm like, all right, we'll make a beat.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna start like streaming on Twitch, like beat making. Then at least there's people with me watching me, and it's like, you know, I got someone with me to like gas up with me. But
another thing too, which is really popular too, is like live streaming beat making.
Yeah,
like
100%.
Nick Mira, everyone knows Nick Mira, bro.
Nick Mira, Kenny Beats, bro.
Kenny Beats. Nick Mira produced half of Juice WRLD's records and shit before he passed. He's done so much. I'm pretty sure. Nick Mira's done like clips on Lyrical Lemonade and shit like that. Like, he just on Twitch streams beat making, and I'm pretty sure he gets in like fucking 5,000 viewers and shit.
Yeah,
he's just a guy making beats.
Kenny Beats is always on Twitch streaming beats now, bro.
Yeah.
I fucking love Kenny Beats. He's just cool because he does little competitions if you're watching that you can join and make your own beat, and then he gives out prizes, which I rate.
Yeah,
that's like,
cool.
fuck it, why not get into that? Because then at least, bare minimum, you have someone in a crowd with you listening to you make music, and you're not alone anymore. There's someone with you.
But not just that, so even just one new fan is like a new fan for life.
Yeah.
That's it, bro. You hook someone in. You've
Like,
made a new friend.
Because that's the same thing as like going fishing, bro. You gotta fucking
Reel them in. That's what I was saying, man.
Man's trying to eat, bro.
Reel those listeners in, man. Fucking hell. Something that I also want to bring up too, which is completely off topic.
Go ahead.
But have you guys been seeing? I've been seeing a lot on fucking like the internet and shit. So you know how there's a big thing with Hollywood, and apparently they're all like pedophiles and shit like that.
What a change of pace.
Yeah.
Where's this going, bro? Fucking hell.
You've all heard that, though.
Yeah,
right?
fucking
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you seen now? Apparently in America, they're full protesting it now. Like they've made a group where they protest against it.
Well, that's awesome. That's good.
I mean, yeah, that's good, bro. Fucking, I'd protest against pedophilia.
Like they're full like rioting and shit. Like America still they haven't stopped
America
punching
is
on
a
for like the
fucking
past
riot,
year.
yeah,
bro.
well, writing's
Fuck
not
that.
good, but
Like they're full going crazy over it, saying that like the politicians are all pedos and
They probably are, bro. Fuck it all.
and they're all demanding Trump to be back in office because Trump was like against it and trying to help. Have you seen any of that shit?
yeah, man. Shit's getting real, bro.
America's been a fucking riot for months at this
dude.
point, bro. It's a written off country, bro. Get rid of it. Start it again. Fucked over there, bro.
It's insane over there.
I would not want to go over there at all.
Shit's getting real, man.
That's a fucking scary
I've
country,
been saying
bro.
it for a long time. It's all coming down,
World War III's on the way, bro.
bro.
It's
It's
gonna
all
fucking
coming
happen.
down, and people
We all gonna be out there shooting
Don't
each other in
listen.
a second, bro.
People don't listen. Aliens gonna come.
Fucking hell.
They're gonna be fake aliens. It's gonna be holograms.
Bro, birds aren't real. Like, fucking
Yeah, the Chinese pigeons and
pigeons
shit. Yeah.
aren't real.
I had to say that, man. I've been reading it at work for last week, and I was like, holy.
Shouldn't,
Fuck,
yeah,
it's
you
pretty
shouldn't. You
fucked.
shouldn't watch that shit, man. Lowers your vibration. Fuck
Yeah,
the
I
news.
know.
Turn the news off.
Yeah, you've been saying that for a while, eh? Well,
Turn that shit off.
we
No
don't
one
even- we don't watch the news, do
needs
we?
the news. No,
all
I don't. I
propaganda,
start
bro.
trying to
Fuck it.
stop. Yeah, exactly, man. Fuck the news.
You want the news? Go fucking just look outside.
Live
bro.
your
It's all the
life,
same shit.
man.
Fuck
Yeah.
the news. Who cares what's going on in other people's lives? That's the thing, bro. We're all our main characters in our own lives. I don't care what's going on in America, bro. I'm not fucking over there. It doesn't matter to
Exactly.
me, bro. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Exactly. Live your life, man, because you got to enjoy every moment. Don't fucking lock yourself in and scare yourself with bullshit. Just keep going, man. The media's trying to scare you. That's all it's trying to do. So stop watching it. It's like, I know you're letting yourself in a trap by constantly being in tune with that shit.
You're just scaring yourself at that point. bro.
Exactly.
I feel like normies and muggles, though, they love the news.
People
They're
at
the
work,
guys, they're the people that love the news.
all people do at work in the break room is talk about fucking this and that, and I'm just thinking, man, what is got wrong with these? Like, there's
the muggles, the muggles, bro, they've got no... Like,
there's more to life than just bitching and looking at shit and being scared and all this and that. And I don't think we should wear masks. We have to wear masks. Oh, like, fuck, bruh, just
fucking wear the mask on the
man.
train, bro. Fucking leave it. It's not even that fucking hard, bro.
You're letting life pass you by being so absorbed in this shit. Like, you're missing out on life by focusing on other people's lives and shit going on. You really got to turn that shit off, man. For real.
You work in retail,
Oh, yeah.
Stevie, so how's the whole mask thing going for you guys?
Well, you don't have to wear masks in store anymore, which is fucking good,
Yeah,
bro.
we're pretty good here at the
thank
moment.
fuck.
We're doing good.
Bro, when masks were mandatory, bro, and some cunt would walk in, bro, some head would walk in and be like, hey, bro, you got a mask? And he's like, I don't fucking need a mask, I'm not wearing a fucking mask. I'm like, oh, man, get out
Get
there,
out.
bro. You're not even gonna spend any fucking money. You're just coming to look, so fuck off. Like, don't waste my time.
A story about that, right? When the COVID thing first started hitting, right? And I was at work. I work at Coles, by the way. It's a pretty busy store. And when it first started, everyone was kind of like, yeah, it's just whatever. I saw a dude walk in, right? This dude walked in. He had a fucking gas mask on. He had sandwich bags over his hands, and I think he was taking the piss because like I think he said a joke or something. Like he seemed like laughable, like happy. And I was looking at this dude. I'm like, is this fucking guy for real or what? And to this day, I don't know if he was taking the piss or he's like a hypochondriac or something. Because that was when it first started. Like, masks weren't mandatory or nothing. It was just on the news.
Yeah.
A full-on fucking...
Bro, imagine walking in Coles, bro, to go buy a
my
fucking
God.
chicken and some cunts there like in a ghillie suit, bro, fucking hazmat suit decked out, just trying to fucking pick some apples and shit.
Well, a guy at work, we've said that he had to duck. This is when COVID, obviously, it was big too. He had to duck down to the shop, and he had no disposable mask. He had used them all, so the only thing he had in his garage was like a painting respirator. So he's gone down to the store.
People come to
This
work all the time in
respirator,
those. People wear those all the time.
People just wrap scarves around their face, bro. I've seen people with fucking socks, bro. Like, people don't
That's
care.
And some people are rocket that. I always said this. Like, every time I talk with Rose, I talk about how like the mask. It's shit that you have to wear them, but like. Because in Japan and Asia, they've been wearing
doing
masks.
that.
Yeah,
They've been doing
and
it for
it's like a
years.
fashion statement.
Yeah.
And like people over here started rocking it, like having pink ones, and I'd see
Yeah.
the ladies match their outfit with the mask and shit. I think that's pretty cool, but it's not good that we have to wear them. But
Well, that's another thing. All the Asian countries have been wearing masks long before COVID.
just
and
because of
diseases.
pollution
Just of
and
pollution, and
Because
then-
their air fucking sucks, yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I reckon half of them live to fucking 96 years old and
Yeah,
shit because
man.
they've been wearing masks fucking forever.
miso soup and shit, man. The Asians got it. That's why I'm going over there, man. As soon as I can, I'm living there. That's peace on earth.
Miso soup.
Miso
Yeah,
soup, bro.
bro. You
straight
can
up.
go to Coles or Woolworths and you buy the little squares for like 90 cents. It's got 2 packages of miso soup. All you got to do, put hot water in there. It's beautiful, man. It's fucking mad. It makes you feel healthy too.
What is it? You get it from Coles.
Yeah, like miso
baby,
soup. It's
miso
probably
soup.
not healthy, the Coles one, but like it's just
had
like
Tastes-
you just put coffee, hot
I'll
water.
put coffee in it. Yeah, coffee
Don't
in
do
your
that.
soup, bro.
Don't do that. But yeah, it's
Fucking
mad.
hell. Yeah, that's fucking sick. Another thing I had like a little idea too, which I think would be kind of cool. Like, not really a big deal, but just something that kind of looks cool is I always see dubstep record labels where like when they sign a new artist, they upload like a little 30-second video saying, "Oh, welcome to."
Yeah,
I reckon,
like a welcoming trailer.
Like I reckon I should do that for TJM Records. That'd be fun.
What I've been wanting, having an idea, because like Tech Nine, right, with Strange Music, once he gets a new artist, and once they start like. Once they earn it, they get a chain. They got the logo chain. We should need something like that. Let's get some rings or something like a chain to give to the artist. That's mad.
Just for the members, because then,
like, yeah.
So obviously,
because then it's a piece you can wear, bro.
Yeah,
like jewelry is
man.
good because you can wear it all the time.
I love jewelry.
I fucking love jewelry.
so Moby's obviously a part of TJM, so we could sign Holloway, Young SB, and it wouldn't be like a signed contract or anything. It'd be just something, something cool, just something like a cool little trailer we can all upload to our Instagrams, and then we all get something like a separate shirt or something. That's just
hats, bro.
I'm telling you, I should get some chains made, bro, with the logo, the circle, the Trip Jacket Mafia.
Yeah, but I don't fucking
That's
wear
expensive, but
yeah, I don't wear jewelry though.
Even like if you get like
but you don't have to wear it. You
get
just
like
keep
a
it
little
in
ring that just says like fucking TJM like across the ring.
like look, I got
it.
that little fleur-de-lis you guys been using on this ring.
Oh yeah, that's okay. I didn't even know.
Why is that?
Cool.
What is that? Just because the emoji?
No, yeah. So no, there's always a confusion with our group. So our emblem is a trident.
The fleur-de-lis.
A trident.
That's what it's called.
Like Poseidon's trident.
That thing is called a fleur de. It's a French symbol.
No.
There's two different ones. So fleur de lis is sort of like a flower. It goes up.
That's that confusion. You've got the fleur de lis. That's not our emblem.
Isn't it?
No, our emblem is a trident. But
so there's a. I'll bring them.
Yeah,
but the emoji is
the fleur de lis. There's also an emoji, a trident.
Well, I like this.
Well, that's a fleur de lis.
That's a fleur de lis.
Yeah.
And a trident is literally just a four.
Yeah, I know that. But I thought
the trident's our emblem. But before we had sort of settled on the trident, we just always used to see the fleur de lis, because before the trident emoji, it was the fleur de lis emoji, and we'd always use that for some weird reason. And then we started seeing the fleur de lis everywhere on clothes, on buildings. We go, nah, look, TJ Amber. We'd just be fucking around, and then we ended up saying, nah, we can't just steal the fleur de lis.
Can't just steal like this big
it's already
fucking
a
French symbol.
It's already the fleur de lis is a huge thing. It's already on everything.
I thought it was just a little emoji, just like a side thing.
So
but
like,
the trident is the actual. You need to make some logos of a trident.
Yes, we need logos of tridents. But it's always just, you're always going to see people use the fleur de lis when they talk about
everything.
TJM
Yeah, it's
or
everywhere.
trident. It's everywhere. But it actually is the trident.
Why don't you sign everyone and give them like fucking life-size tridents?
Yeah, full size.
Life-size sharp
That's
fucking
actually fucking
tridents, bro.
sick, like a pitchfork type of thing.
Literally, bro. Then you can just fucking, then you do the fucking Viking thing in the park, bro.
Yeah.
The Romans just fucking stab each other with tridents.
Yeah, well, I think that's something I want to do, just because it just looks cool. It just looks professional. So
It does. It elevates you to the next level. Have you ever thought about doing a TJM Instagram page so it's like the group separate?
Well, yes, I have thought about it. I said that to him a while back.
It's a good brand thing.
We need a website too, and you
feel
put the
like-
artist
yeah,
page. And
I feel like we could do that though when we're a bit
bit bigger.
because at the moment, like I said, it's taken me such a long time just to get to where I'm at now with my Instagram. Like, imagine then having a new thing
And have to do it all
and then do it all again
Yeah,
and trying
yeah.
to push for 2 pages. Like,
Instagram is a grind, man.
it's literally it's like a video game. Instagram, it's literally a grind. I feel like making second pages and stuff like that would be cool when, like, say I hit maybe I don't know, like 2,000 followers on Insta.
Because then like half of them might just go over straight
Because then
away.
half of them will, you know what I
benchmark,
mean? And then you can post clips of everyone's work on the Instagram page and maybe just give the Instagram page to all the artists where we can all just.
Well, that's
upload
what
little
we do
snippets.
with the podcast one. Carl and I just sort of back and forth fucking
Oh, yeah.
upload.
That's
But
mad.
do you have to physically sign out every time?
No, I'll show you. You can literally just tap a button. Instagram's fucking, it's really good with that. You just have it in the corner. You just double tap your little logo.
And it changes to the.
Now I'm on the podcast.
Oh, and
one.
Carl's got that on his as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't.
So now I'm on that one and then double click on
Okay, I didn't know that it let you do that with multiple people.
Super easy, yeah. No, they let you have like business as long as there's a business page on like you know,
Oh,
like a
okay.
Facebook business page. As long as it's one of them, multiple people can jump on.
Okay, that's cool. I feel like when we get a bit bigger,
We'll do that.
that'll
for
be a
sure,
good
man.
idea.
be a
You just
cool
give
idea,
everyone the TJM Records page, and then everyone can upload stories and posts and shit like that and little snippets.
Yeah, that's mad.
Honestly,
It'll be a good business step for when you're there to take the next step forward and
Yeah.
make it like a bigger thing, a bigger record label. I think it's a good step forward.
yeah, fucking oath. But like you said, man, Instagram is literally such a grind, bro.
Oh,
So
bro.
fuck
hard,
me
man.
dead, bro.
Fucking hell.
Far out. Like, you got to literally post shit almost daily to stay relevant.
Literally, bro,
You
I've been
gotta-
stuck on a cave for like fucking almost a year now, bro, and I can't go up
What
or
kills
down.
me, what makes me die inside a little bit, right? I've been grinding I started the whole music pushing thing when I had like 200 followers. And just now, I'm so grateful I only have like 960, but it took so long to get there. And then you see a woman from school who does nothing, has 3,000 followers,
Oh, yeah, bro.
2,000 followers, and bro, I'm so happy to get to 900, but I've been putting in so much work, and these girls get followers for doing nothing.
But see, the thing with that is not everyone's into rap, bro. Everyone's into girls, bro. Girls are into girls. Guys are into girls, bro. No matter what you identify as, bro, you're always into girls.
Yeah, it is what it
Everyone's
is,
into
but
women.
you know, it's like fucking kicking a nut.
Even other women follow other women.
Literally,
just
bro.
to see what they're
Women
wearing.
love women.
Yeah.
Men love women.
Men love
Bro,
women.
if
women
you were
love
rapping
women.
as a chick, bro, you'd be fucking famous by now.
Well, that's what I've always said. If I was a girl, I reckon I'd be already famous as fuck. But fuck, bro.
That is what it is, man. Fucking, you know, I'm happy I've gotten this far, man. Like having 200, I couldn't even believe I fucking got 900 now.
Yeah, mad. Finally, I feel like it's taken me forever. I think to get past 700. I think what am I at 6 something or 5 something?
You've been getting a lot too.
Yeah, but I can't. I feel like it takes forever to get to that next 100.
It comes in waves. It comes
does.
in waves.
You'll like hit a big growth and then you'll stop.
Yeah.
And then you'll grow and then you'll stop. And then
yeah.
you'll grow and then you'll stop. It's
weird.
never just a gradual like all the way up thing.
That's why they reckon you're supposed to post daily, and that helps with the growing a little bit every day.
At least daily.
Yeah,
It's hard
at
to,
least
but
once a day. Like who has that much fucking content to post? Bro?
Right, exactly.
I don't have that sort of time.
especially when we work and shit. But you know, it is what it is. I like Instagram because for the ease of use. So Instagram's my main thing. I always did most of my shit for Instagram just because it's easy. Everyone's on there. You know, it's fun. Like it's a nice platform. Whereas Facebook, I don't touch fucking.
Oh,
neither.
Facebook. I use Facebook for fucking messaging and
Messaging.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
I don't touch Facebook or SoundCloud anymore. Well, now when they rolled out this new thing for SoundCloud, we might have to all now start sort of going back to
Back onto
SoundCloud
SoundCloud,
because
yeah.
Apparently about Facebook too. Actually, I saw a news article that they're releasing a thing called Bars, and it's like TikTok for rap.
really,
That's
Yeah,
That's
how
for
weird.
Facebook.
Yeah,
That's
this is
cool.
recent too. I read an article. I don't know how far along this is, or if it's just an idea or what. But like, I saw World MC Team Backpack was sharing posts about it. Like, and I was like, fucking hell, that'd be mad. Because as soon as I saw Reels, as soon as I saw TikTok, I jumped on it because it's good for what I'm doing. Like, those 1 minute raps. So easy to quickly put a
Bro,
reel
you
up.
can blow up so quick on TikTok too. I know so many people were blown up from fucking TikTok. Like
TikTok's
you can
weird,
get
man.
Fucking 1 million views, easy, bro. I got a video of me sitting in my car, fucking talking about the Aussie language, bro, and I got 300k.
Yeah, I got
Where
a
does
couple
that
that
shit come
have
from?
have gotten over like a couple K, but like it's just weird because like it's just views. Like I only have like 260 followers on TikTok, I think as well.
That's it, but
Yeah.
the views you can get like 1 million views and have like fucking 30 followers, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
fucked.
Well,
It's weird. It's a
sometimes-
weird thing.
Sometimes on YouTube, you see channels that have 20 subscribers, but they upload just one funny video of a meme and they've got fucking 20 million views. But the channel still just stayed at 20 subscribers.
That's it, bro. Like it's fucking crazy.
The internet's well, that's why I always say that the internet's like the ocean. Same thing, right?
Yeah.
If you get a message in a bottle, go down to fucking I don't know Bondi Beach. You throw the bottle in the beach. That bottle could then literally end up fucking anywhere in the world, right?
With anyone, yeah.
Because of the ocean. So I feel like the internet is, when I try to explain, especially when people DM me asking me for advice on fucking Instagram and shit, which I don't even know shit about Instagram, but I just say, bro, it's like the ocean. It's kind of a little bit of luck involved, but if you stay persistent, you might be able to help sort
It's
of
like
the waves
fucking
going.
fishing, bro. Back to
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking
You
throw
know what
it
I
in.
mean? Like
It's exactly like
you
that.
put a post of a song in a bottle, throw it in the ocean, it could end up anywhere. It's the same thing with the internet. The internet algorithms just push it to random places and areas of the world and different accounts that people view it. And then you got to then reel in that listener who you can catch and then take them to your page, and then they're going to hit that follow or that subscribe, or you know what I mean? Like the internet's very fucking
Hit or miss,
hard.
man. It's just luck.
Hit or miss, bro,
Sometimes
that's
you
it,
gotta
yeah.
just keep putting the content out. Eventually, it'll, you know.
Hot ones. So how'd that go? Because I watched that. That was sick.
Yeah, I watched it.
That
It
was
was
sick.
it was really good. It was really fun to record, bro. I had so much like we fucking enjoyed it, but fuck me, those sauces
So they're
are
actually-
hot, bro.
They're actually hot as.
They are hot at the first one. It's fucking tricks you because you get 10, bro. Because we bought them from the official Hot Ones pack. Like you can buy a couple of hot sauce packs, but we're like, fuck it, we're gonna ball out. We're gonna buy the official one from over in America and
Yeah.
get it shipped over.
Fuck.
And the first 3 were actually really nice. Had a nice flavor. Like they're all a bit different, but they all had a bit of a ting to it. And I was like, yeah, all right. If they're all like this, like it's gonna be all right. Like a couple thousand Scoville or whatever. It is what it is. Because it's split up in 2 halves. There's like 5 that are called like the vacation side. They're the 5 easier ones. And you got the 5 hard ones, which are like your 9 to 5 at work. First side was easy, and you could start to get hot at the end. You can see if you watch the video, you can see we start to sweat. We get a bit redder towards the end, and we had a break in the mid. And I was like, "This is all right." Like asking our questions, like this is cool. And then you start getting to the big boys, bro. And fuck me, is it hot? bro, I went halfway through that video. It was right before the last sauce, and I went and I vomited in the bathroom.
Really?
And you don't know it in the video because it's cut, but I was in there for 20 minutes, bro.
Really?
And it's because, bro, when you like, I'm so glad we didn't have milk, because when you do it with milk, you vomit the milk up.
Yeah.
But bro, all that beer in my system just sort of sat there with the hot sauce under it, and it all just fucking came out. It was just this just mess, bro. I'm like crying, and I wiped my eyes, and I was in there trying to clear them, and I got all this fucking chili in my eye. I'm like, Carl, bro, I'm like, we need to stop for like 20 minutes. Like, I'm going blind. This fucking stings. Like, we wiped our foreheads, bro. Like, the heat is everywhere. It's not just like flavor hot.
Yeah.
It's like fucking you're burning, bro. Like, my throat was burning.
And that was all up just wings, eh? So what you?
It was all, we just bought the sauces, and then
wings?
we made wings. So I bought a wings pack from Coles or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when the wings are cooked, we would douse them in the sauce and roll them in the sauce. So that all they already had this. It's not like it wasn't just a little dab on top.
So they were already whipped in the sauce, and then you've dabbed the sauce up.
They already were cooked in this, like cooked and rolled in the sauce, sitting there hot, and we're like, fuck it, we're gonna go hard. Like, we're big dogs. Our dicks are huge. We're gonna put more sauce on there.
Fuck.
And got it ready. And then we took a bite, and I was like, oh fuck, like this is really bad. And we started good, and oh man, towards the end, I was ready to go home and cry, bro. Like, I was sweating, my shirt was wet, bro. Like, the fucking studio, just when you walked out of there, it was nice. You walked back in there, it just felt hot, like,
fuck that.
And I've still got all the sauces. The first, I've nearly finished. I think it was like the second one of the list. It was this nice like garlic and pepper. Really nice green sauce. I've almost finished, but all the hot ones, bro, like the fucking really hot ones, just sit in the back of the fridge. I'm like, I'm not fucking touching these cunts again, bro. It was bad. Like,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a great. I don't know if I could do that.
It is really fun, and it's really entertaining. Like, when I was editing it, bro, and I was like doing
Just
cuts of like
laughing,
close-ups on our faces, bro, I was cracking up. I was having a fucking jolly good time, bro. I was like looking at us, just like sitting there, like,
That's a
like
good idea,
me walking in, bro, with like a fucking Golden Gate time, and just like fucking smearing this ice on my face, bro, because my lips are burning. I was like, oh man, fuck. Like, it was gross to do it. It fucking hurt, but watching it back, it was so funny, bro. And I would do it again, but maybe in like a fucking month or two.
Yeah,
you need a break.
Like,
get it out of your
anytime
system.
I smell chili, bro, I get PTSD. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna vomit. It was gross, but it was good fun.
So that's fucking sick. Yeah, because I watched that, but that was fucking crack. I mean, it looked painful, man.
Yeah, it looked fucking bad.
painful.
They
bro.
handle it so well on
And
the real hot
I
ones,
hate
bro.
chili.
Like, on the real ones, they handle it so well. So I'm like, oh yeah, like it'll be alright. But no, it's fucking bad, bro.
Maybe they don't even handle it well.
Maybe they
just
don't. They all cut it really well.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's fucked.
Especially famous people. I feel like famous people would always want like the best angles of themselves and shit.
Oh yeah, it's all like like ours is like raw sweat emotion, like
blood, sweat, and tears.
Like at the end, bro, I got my name wrong, bro. I was like, I'm Carl, and he's like, I'm Steven. I was watching it back, and I was like, we're so fucking stupid, bro. Like, it's like we were just gone. Like, our heads weren't there, bro. It was just heat.
Bloody hell, man. So what are you going to do to the studio? Just rearrange, get it all ready for beer pong and stuff?
Yeah, so I'm actually moving rooms. So the room we're in currently right now is like a 2 meter by 2 meter little second bedroom in my apartment. So I'm going to move my bed into there, because all I do in my bedroom is sleep and cry.
Yeah. Sleep and cry.
So I'm going to move the studio into the big room. There's aircon there. There's a little more space. It's about like, I think it's like 3.5 by like 2 meters.
Yeah.
So we can set it up. I'm going to get the beer pong table set in there. And we've got a backdrop on the way, just playing backdrop, so you can play against it. We've got the professional lights. So it'll be really cool. We'll get the beer pong and we'll get you boys on.
Honestly,
we'll
man, if you really want, if I don't have to work this weekend, man,
done, bro.
Let's try get that.
We'll get the double camera angles. Oh, no, I can't this week. I can't this weekend. This weekend. This weekend on break. But, you know, we got to work it out. We got the double camera angles ready to get like everyone throw. We're going to get questions. We're going to do like, you know, or like throw the thing and then ask a question, like conduct an interview at the same sort of time.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. It's good. It's good to see you come and thinking outside the box and stuff, man. That's cool.
That's it. Like, podcasts are really good, but it's like, and I enjoy listening to podcasts. Well, how can we stand
step
out?
Step
podcast? Like, you know, how can we make it different, make it enjoyable to watch and enjoyable to be on, make people enticed to come on the show? So
yeah, no, that's cool, man. All right, boys. Anything else? No.
No, for me. Thank you for having me on, though, boys. It was fucking enjoyable.
Thanks for coming, brother.
Give me some wine, bro. Give me them flashbacks.
yeah, flashback. So yeah, thanks for listening. That was FireCast episode 7 with Young SB, who's now Bye Stephen.
Bye, Stephen.
Thanks for coming on, bro. Honestly,
they're about to be like, oh yeah, bye Stephen. On my way out.
Bye Stephen.
Bye Stephen.
Peace.